Online rumors claim that following a confrontation with one of the hosts, country music artist Blake Shelton left an interview with Good Morning America. Since the country music artist is known for his amiable personality, fans were taken aback by the revelation. To learn the truth, continue reading. Celebrities are expected to participate in interviews with the press. When promoting a new album or a forthcoming event, even performers must appear on chat shows. Over the years, we've witnessed that the interviews occasionally go awry and end badly. According to an online report, Blake Shelton left Good Morning America following a confrontation with one of the co-hosts. According to one Facebook post, Blake Shelton shocked viewers on Good Morning America when he abruptly walked off the set after a tense, on-air clash with George Stephanopoulos. The article asserted that Shelton abruptly pulled back his chair, got up, and left, leaving the audience stunned and the cameras rolling. It goes without saying that the revelation shocked the country singer's fans. During his interviews, he is typically polite and humorous, rarely disturbed by challenging inquiries concerning his professional background or rumors regarding his marriage to Gwen Stefani. According to the Post, the interview between Blake Shelton and the host of Good Morning America soured fast. The rumors, however, provided little information regarding the events leading up to Blake Shelton's purported storm off stage. It doesn't seem to be true that Blake Shelton left Good Morning America. Since there were no credible news reports regarding the occurrence, Snopes.com refuted it. Additionally, it would be impossible to overlook the media coverage if Blake Shelton did indeed leave the show. The rumors regarding a well-known celebrity appear to be just another fake clickbait tale. In May, Blake Shelton was last seen in the media promoting his most recent album for recreational use only. He appeared on the City Concert series on The Today Show. However, in order to promote his upcoming CBS reality show, fans should anticipate seeing Blake Shelton on chat shows in the near future. He collaborated on the road with Taylor Sheridan, the creator of Yellowstone. Music competition contestants want to open for country music artist Keith Urban, who is also one of the show's judges. Although he primarily labored behind the scenes to make the reality program a reality, Blake Shelton will also play a part. There were rumors that he will take Kelly Clarkson's place on The Voice for a few episodes. Following the death of her ex-husband in early August, she took a brief hiatus from the reality show. For a few shows, Jennifer Hudson took Kelly Clarkson's spot. One of the most adored personalities in the entertainment industry is Blake Shelton, the country music legend and coach on The Voice, who has established a reputation for being affable, humorous, and grounded. Even the most controlled celebrities, though, occasionally lose their cool, and lately there were allegations of an incident on the Good Morning America GMA set. The rumors? That following a furious argument during an interview, Blake Shelton left the set. However, what precisely took place? Was it a case of miscommunication and media hyperbole, or did Blake Shelton actually storm off the GMA set? We'll examine the incident specifics, investigate potential reasons for the alleged altercation, and determine whether the drama was worth the attention in this piece. Let's go over everything you should know about Blake Shelton's unexpected career turn. The history. America's Good Morning and Blake Shelton. It's critical to comprehend the background of the situation before delving into its specifics. One of the most popular morning programs in the U.S. is Good Morning America. It is a must-watch for pop culture enthusiasts because it frequently includes celebrity interviews, live performances, and topical news topics. After a lengthy career in country music, Blake Shelton has appeared on the show several times over the years, discussing everything from his music to his life on The Voice with the hosts. Shelton is regarded as a good sport when it comes to media appearances because of his witty and easygoing demeanor. He has made fun of his fellow coaches on The Voice, joked about with interviewers, and even had a friendly rivalry with his wife Gwen Stefani. However, Blake experiences tense moments, particularly when the stakes are high, much like any other public figure. The conflict. What happened? Reports and responses on social media indicate that the altercation started when Blake Shelton appeared on Good Morning America. The purpose of the conversation was to talk about his future ambitions and to promote his most recent musical endeavor. Everything began as it should have, with the hosts interacting with Blake in their typical lighthearted way. But as soon as the conversation shifted to a more intimate subject, things rapidly changed. The claimed altercation stemmed from Blake's personal life rather than his professional life. According to rumors, the hosts were questioning him about his connection with Gwen Stefani, specifically about their recent marriage and how their relationship had changed while they were in the public eye. Even though Blake had previously been candid about his relationship with Gwen, the inquiries started to become more pointed and touched on delicate topics that he might not have been ready to discuss. Blake's behavior changed noticeably as a result of this. Some accounts claim that as the hosts prodded Blake for more personal information that he appeared reluctant to share, the scene grew confrontational. Blake reportedly left the set in a fit of rage, leaving the crowd perplexed by what had just transpired and the hosts temporarily bewildered. Was it true that Blake left the set? It's crucial to stand back and consider the facts, even as the reports about Blake Shelton leaving the Good Morning America set went viral on social media. Was it a miscommunication, or did Blake Shelton really rush off the stage in anger? Blake's reps emphasized in a statement after the incident that the scenario was not as terrible as the media made it out to be. They said Blake had only decided to take a moment to gather his thoughts after being taken aback by the direction of the conversation. This was characterized as a quick reset before getting back to the talk, far from an angry departure. Furthermore, according to Good Morning America sources, Blake Shelton had not departed the set in annoyance or rage. Rather, the broadcast went to a commercial break and he had a little break. The dramatic headlines that fans and the media took up seemed to have been the result of some publications exaggerating the situation. The true cause of the walk-off. What was Blake Shelton's true motivation for leaving the interview then, if he didn't just storm off the set in a fit of rage? Blake might have just felt uneasy about the way the conversation was going. Having your private life continuously scrutinized in the public glare can be difficult for a private person, particularly one in a high-profile relationship. Even the most well-known celebrities may wish to uphold certain limits, even if Blake Shelton has been in the public eye for years and has been transparent about many parts of his life. A moment of annoyance could have been understandable given the burden of being asked personal questions all the time, particularly for his well-known relationship with Gwen Stefani. Blake's walk-off could also have been an attempt to show that he wasn't open to certain lines of inquiry, particularly if he thought they went too far. When it comes to interviews, celebrities frequently establish limits, and Blake may have been expressing that he valued his solitude. Media hype. Social media's function. This incident's course demonstrates how social media can influence public opinion. Fans created an internet firestorm by expressing their opinions on social media sites like Instagram and Twitter within minutes of the purported walk-off. Supporters of Blake Shelton rushed to his defense, claiming that the interview had gone too far and that Blake had good reason to withdraw. Others expressed doubts about how the incident was reported in the media, arguing that it was exaggerated for dramatic purpose. Social media undoubtedly has a significant impact on how we consume news, particularly in relation to celebrity culture. In this instance, the incident's actual nature might have been obscured by the media frenzy surrounding Blake Shelton's brief absence from the Good Morning America set. It's natural for Blake fans to be drawn to dramatic headlines, but it's crucial to keep in mind that, when viewed through the prism of media hyperbole, things aren't always what they seem. The connection between Blake Shelton and the media. Blake Shelton has been the subject of a lot of media attention, especially in relation to his private life. His partnerships, such as his present marriage to Gwen Stefani and his previous marriage to Miranda Lambert, have frequently been the subject of media attention. Blake has generally responded to the attention with grace and humor, but it's undeniable that the incessant inquiries about his personal life may become to be too much. Blake has already voiced his displeasure with the media's fixation on his private life. Additionally, he has used social media to criticize intrusive inquiries and to call out individuals who go too far. One could interpret the Good Morning America event as yet another example of Blake attempting to exert control over the story that is told about him. In summary, the real story of the walk-off, the brief exit of Blake Shelton from the Good Morning America set was probably not as dramatic as it was depicted. Although it seems sense that fans and media outlets were enthralled with the prospect of Blake leaving the set in a fit of rage, the reality is that it was only a fleeting moment of annoyance, and as soon as he had a chance to gather his thoughts, he promptly resumed the interview.